Well, hello there. Welcome to the friendly arm in yet again. So there've been a few little off-screen shenanigans, which I'll tell you about in a moment. But yes, we're back. It is now, I guess, episode 6 of the solo achievement Ranger speedrun, or SARS. And we haven't really done too much off-screen, just a little bit of tedious inventory management. We recharged our necklace of missiles and got rid of all the junk and topped up our gold. And we have enough lovely arrows to be going on with for the moment. So I guess having
Not a problem.
solved the iron crisis, at least the part that's on the Sword Coast, now is a good time to make our way to Baldur's Gate itself. But to do that, we need to make our way through a rather troubled fishing village right here, because the actual worms crossing into the city itself is greyed out, so we will have to go there. And here we shall find bandits and big green beetles who spit acid and generally try and eat your face. So we'll see how many bandits we have, because we can always sell those scalps to Officer Vi a little bit later. Oh, just the two. And as we don't have that far to go to the final level and the XP cap, I thought it's worth doing a little bit of Ankheg farming. I may well do the little quest with the very greedy fisherman. This is Agentis, who I may have mentioned in an earlier episode. He's a bandit hunting paladin who is very, very decent as a frontline fighter. So if you don't want to wander around with Khalid and Jaheira, then he is a very, very good replacement, and you can either use Branwen or listen to the chittering in the background if you can pick it up on the sound effects. That is a good sign that Ankhegs are about, and you probably want to take a quick save. But yeah, Ajantis will, because he's a paladin, he will eventually disagree vehemently and have a fight with any evil members of the party. So him and Viconia are not a good combination, at least alignment wise. So if you're going to have a cleric in your party, it's probably better to take Branwen. So this is an Ankheg nest. And we've already sighted an enemy, apparently, because the game has paused and turned everything monochrome. Right, well, let's see where he is. Probably down here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Well, it's just as well I changed armour, because a little while ago I was wearing your mum. That's a joke I like to make in Skyrim as well. When you have the really, really good unarmed combat feat, where you basically gain enough damage to punch dragons to death, which is quite good when you're wearing really, really heavy armour. Like Dragonbone. I'm wearing your mum, and I'm gonna smack you to death. What are you gonna do about it? Anyway. Alright, So that's got rid of that little ice arrow stack. And we'll rely on our lovely large armor class to hopefully avoid any acid damage while we just get rid of these +1 arrows. I'm not entirely sure why I actually bothered identifying them. Well, there we are. Okay, next one. Just as well, I got the dexterity of 18. Just to hopefully dodge all of these gobs of acid coming at me. They seem to be quite keen on eating mages. Right, so there's some nice stuff in here. Wand of fire, some magical arrows. Arrows? Darts? Meh. Today's video is being brought to you by a very large glass of Sainsbury's House Claret. And apparently it's going straight to my head because I can't find words anymore. Okay, that's enough with the unintentional product placement. I am not being sponsored, I assure you. We'll grab the dagger +1 and some nice gold and the potions. So that's it. Antidote is cloudy. That's not what it says it is, so leave it there. Very nice potion for a warrior. I'll take that, and I will certainly take the magic protection as well. So this poor dude is the son of a local farmer, and he's very... Oh, he's not actually that chunky, actually. That's only about 55 kilos, since we're working in pounds in the Forgotten Realms. So, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we can eke out. I think there's another few Ankhegs down here. You can actually sell the plates to Thunderhammer in Baragost for 500 gold apiece, which is not such a bad way of generating some income. And I think you can still persuade him to... Ooh, that's a nice valuable ring. I'll take that one. To actually turn it into a set of plate armor for you. So if you're not soloing and you do have, you know, lots of people who could do with some very nice armor that gives you almost the same protection as full plate, but with half the weight, then that may be an option for you, but I think you can only do that just the once. And these things are very heavy. They're like 100 pounds a piece. So it's good to have a party to be able to carry those about. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother. I'm not exactly running short of gold as it is. So I'll just show you where to find them all and scum the XP. So one of the reasons there is a lot of activity of Ankhegs in the moment, because apparently at this time the game is actually being set in. It's breeding season, so the females are feeling frisky. And these guys are like anything between 10 and 20 feet long. So, as I mentioned in the going mostly solo video series, they're a little bit like the tanker bugs in the Starship Troopers film, which is criminally underrated and underappreciated because people just think it's a normal science fiction film rather than an absolutely biting satire on American foreign policy. But never mind, we all try and steer clear of the politics. That's a garnet, that's not really worth anything. Certainly not enough to be worthy of an inventory slot anyway. Come on then. It's a bloodstone ring again. Not really worth enough for me to be terribly bothered about it. And there's no one there.
With ease.
Okay, so we will head east a little bit to farmer. I got most of the letters right. What do you want? To Farmer Brun's, well, farm, and give him the bad news. You can lie to him, but that's a really horrible thing to do. Just
please, won't no one help
yeah.
me? Anyone? I've nowhere else to be turning.
I'm really sorry, but
It'll be hard going without my son.
I'm sorry. Not really much experience for that. To tell him he's gonna not only lost his only family, but you know, you're gonna lose your livelihood as well. And them's the breaks. I'm sorry about that. Another quick save while we have a little shifty around for some more Ankhegs. And there is a fellow ranger lurking around here somewhere who will tell you all about the Ankhegs in the region and why they are causing such havoc. So it's hunting season. Okay, keep on saving, and aha, here is another one. Can I lay an arrow in on you? Oh, good. Let's just it's that. Oh, pearl, I'll have that. That's 100 gold. That will compensate me a few +2 arrows, I think. Probably only about 2 or 3. But that girder should be around here somewhere. My fellow ranger. Where are you? I would like to... Oh, there you are. Hello.
Yeah?
It's mating season. The females are coming up to the surface to put on some weight. You know, you need to be well fed before you go into this breeding business. No more than 4 Ankhegs per party. After that, it's catch and release. These things are 20 feet long. How am I supposed to catch and then release them? Right. So if we go over here, we should aggro a couple. So I don't actually think she gives you any XP for the quest, which is odd. But you know, they're at nearly 1,000 XP apiece. You're still doing quite well. I will pick up that scroll in a second. Come on then. Give us a kiss. And I'll take the horror scroll. Chuck it in there. And I can take 2 more. And then hand in the little quest. Let's see if I can spawn any more random encounters with them anyway. Come on, there's usually one around here somewhere. The ones in the tunnels don't count, I don't think. So... I can hear them. Okay. Let's just keep going for a little while. So glad I got the boots of speed. It just makes exploring around just that little bit less painful. I'm not sure how that shadow is casting, how that tree is casting a shadow at night, but let's just pretend it's the moonlight and, yeah, not think about it too hard. It's got to be pretty intense moonlight to be casting shadows. How much encumbrance have I got? Enough for one. Because I think they will buy them at Sorcerer's Sundries in Baldur's Gate as well. It's worth checking anyway. No? Really? No more? I'm disappointed. Now, if you were feeling fancy, you could pick all these up and stick them in a chest in Farmer Brunn's house, and then they wouldn't decay. And Gerda seems to have disappeared, but here's number 3. Excellent. Horned coral gem. Nope. Not interested. How's the old XP doing? 6,000. So you could farm Ankhegs with random encounters here, but farming the wyverns in the cave in Cloakwood Part 4 is probably a little bit easier. Right, let's try and find Gerda again. She will thank us for not taking too many Ankhegs. If we could actually bloody find where she's gone. No? Again, sorry for the sniffing, it's hay fever. It's not COVID, you don't have to worry about me yet. Gerda, where have you gone? Oh, there you are.
Yeah?
Okay. You get a whole 75 gold pieces. And yeah, she doesn't ask too many questions. Right. Okay. We shall head across the bridge. Probably being waylaid by more Ankhegs along the way. Oh no!
It will be done.
Right, so a little bit north of here, along on this side of the river, there's a little priest of Umberley who's having a little bit of a contretemps with the fishermen in the village we've just been in. And yeah, you can decide to just murder her and obtain the wrath of Umberley, which is not such a good thing to do. Or you can side with her and convince the fishermen to give up the thing that they stole from her mum and earn the wrath of Talos instead. Yeah. Depends on which god you want to piss off the most. Okay, I'm from Candlekeep. Oh.
Citizens, please step forward.
Ah, hello. Yeah, I have been causing the Iron Throne a bit of a... Yes, tell me, what would you have me do? Yes, before we go off and do your dirty work, better tell you about the Iron Throne. Okay, find Gesso, blah blah blah, and that's the next part of the story. So, Quail is a very annoying gnome illusionist. I don't think I've ever had too many people say nice things about him, so I've never recruited him. But you will see him again in Baldur's Gate 2. He's the mentor of the very needy Avariel elf, Airy. North of here, there's a little village that's being plagued by zombies. There's not really too much there other than a little bit of XP to get, so we can't be bothered with that. Let's go to the wonderful city of Baldur's Gate. Isn't it pretty?
Oh, there, Wanda.
Oh, it's you again.
I pause a moment to indulge an old man.
I wasn't brought up to be rude. Hello, Elmer, good to see you. Oh, you knew my foster father? Okay. Blah, 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 blah. And I will just, try and do what's best. So, right, be careful who you trust. Well, thanks for that.
Problem.
I'm going to, well, there's a little tavern, an inn, but there's a rather larger inn somewhere around here where I can have a little rest. The very famous Elf Song Tavern. So if you've ever played Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on the original Xbox, which is a game that's almost as old as this one, if I am remembering correctly, the Elfson Tavern is one of the places in the game.
With ease.
Well, who are you? Oh, what now? Yeah, I be fighters and mages and monster killers. Maybe. I think I've sorted most of those guys out, but fair enough. I shall just top up my hit points with a couple of spells. Have a little nap.
You want some whiskey?
And yeah, I can afford a little luxury. And upstairs, there is a merchant who has a scroll that will be very handy. This dude is kind of like the target of an assassination mission, and you can antagonize him into combat with you, and there are a few more little bandits, mercenaries in here as well. So yeah, he has another necklace of missiles. If you want to have 2 people in your party armed with them, but I am going to take that because that will be very, very handy for when I get to the catacombs underneath. Oh, you can't identify the armour and the wand. That's a shame. But yeah, identify that for me, please. And I'll sell that. I'll sell that. And that. He doesn't want the Ankheg shell. That's okay. I have someone in mind for that. Cool. Okay. A little bit more money that I can subsequently spend on a few arrows in Sorcerer's Sundries, which is probably my favourite shop in the entire game. So you can antagonize these guys into fighting you as well, but probably not worth it at this point. And the owner of this wonderful establishment is, quote unquote, a lady.
Something you require?
So yeah, don't be too cocky in dealing with her. What's going on? Yeah, not exactly worth antagonizing her either. Right, now we have rested up a little bit. We will need to go down into the sewers in a little while, but before I do that, I want to actually go around the other end of the tavern. And there's a dude here, Niklas, who will...
Here, stop a moment. I've got a word or two you need to hear.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to give me some money just to hear you, yes, give me that password. Thanks very much indeed, because I want to go into the Thieves Guild, not to do the bidding of the Guildmaster, because I'm not a thief and would not be terribly adept at it.
Friend.
Yes, I do know the password. Thank you very much.
With ease.
And in here is a lovely lady called Black Lily, and in this bucket here is another one of these little tomes. So her stuff is expensive compared to a lot of the other merchants. Will she be able to identify? Oh, she does. Excellent. Okay, I might not sell them here though, because I might not get as much for them compared to if I sell them in... can you identify? No, you can't. I'll have to go to Sorcerer's Sundries for that. But yeah, she has a fairly good supply of nice arrows. We'll deal with some of these in Sorcerer's Sundries. Cloak of Protection, nice slings, and a few decent spell protection potions and other things. Hello Dennis, are you killing demons again? So yeah, you can see that they're a little bit more expensive than I was getting my potions of healing for about 83 gold at the Temple of Wisdom in the Friendly Arm. So we can save these for later, but I will definitely grab that because there aren't many of them. Magic shielding. Nope, won't bother with that. I will take that, and I will certainly take the oars of speed, because towards the end of the game you want as many of those guys as possible. Potion of heroism. Nope. Okay, let's just check if there's anything in here that I can sell. I don't need those, because my Constitution is already 18. I don't need the potion of strength either. And I think I'm going to keep everything else just for now. Okay, and I still have 20,000 gold left. Will she take? No. Alright, well that's fine. I don't mind. I have another place where I can sell those.
It will be done.
Those scrolls and other sundries. Probably the best vendor in the game. Well worth waiting for to get access to. Okay then, so first, identify that for me. Tar very much. Permanently increases dexterity. Very handy indeed. So we will use that now. And tidy up the rest of our inventory as well. And dexterity 18. And I now have the dexterity of an elf. And that has knocked that down a little bit further, which is very nice indeed. Tar very much. Okay then, so I'll just pop that there. We'll sell these because that's, while it may be very good for someone like Garrick or a bard who can only wear up to chainmail, it's no good for me when I already have full plate armor. Alrighty then, so let's sell that and sell that. Oh, I don't think I actually got any more money, but never mind. What we will do though, now that I have a decent archer, I'm going to take that, because even though it is horrifically expensive, it potentially is a one-hit kill on an ogre mage, and we're going to need to fight one of those a little bit later. I certainly want... Can I afford all of them? Yeah, I'll have to maybe come back for more of the arrows of detonation. I mean, these guys are... I mean, come on. Yeah, very, very useful for the end game. Oh, he doesn't on the Ankheg arm plate shell thing. That's fine. I'll need to go back to Beragos to get rid of these anyway. So I definitely want all of these, even though it's like 1/2 my gold. I'll take all of those, and let's just have a look at the potions. So we were running short of those, so we'll have them. Not gonna worry about those. Those are cheap, so I'll have them. Can I use potions of invisibility? Yes, I can. I'll have those as well. You'll see why when we get to the end game. So let's have those. The potion of absorption, that's the 100%, isn't it? Oh, and I want all of those. Okay. So, no, it's not that one. These guys. I definitely want all of those. Alright. So let's have them. Keep all of my protection scrolls, because they are going to be handy for the last encounter. I have that for a potential quest if we go to Mutamin's garden. But yeah, don't want to buy that one quite yet. What have we got down here? More spells. No good. Close that. And so fire resistance. Okay then. So that's 15, well, 1200 if I buy all those. I definitely want that potion of clarity first though. And yeah, we'll that should be enough for now. And we're not going to need the mirrored eyes potion. Yeah, we probably won't use that. All of that. And while I've got the potions of fire breath and explosions, we're not going to need that either. So I've got, oh, I've got loads of them. Excellent. Good reserve of those. Okay, so I can't use the Master Thievery, so I will grab a couple more of those just in case, and that leaves me with a little bit of money in reserve. So we have all the potions, all the arrows, and all the scrolls we will need for the foreseeable future. Excellent. So I shall put those there. And what we will do is take a quick save. And
Not a problem.
have a quick jaunt back to Baragost just to empty my come on, where's the exit? Come on, icon. Hello. Where's it gone? There we are. Yeah, just to get rid of those bandit scalps and sell the Ankheg shell. Oh, didn't get waylaid. That's a novelty. Alright, might need to rest. What time is it? 4 AM. I don't think even Thunderhammer's going to be awake yet.
With ease.
So yeah, sorry about all this inventory management, but it's...
Tonight you dream
Oh!
of blood. Not of blood on a blade or the blood on your hands, but an ichor that runs as a torrent through the realms. A flood that pours across the fields and forests. An ocean that floats you to the world's edge and threatens to cascade off into the void.
Okay, so that was just another little cutscene that only appears to happen when you rest in an inn. And I have another slow poison spell at my disposal. May prove handy for when I
Not a problem.
encounter anything with venomous bites in the sewers. Right, so let's very quickly...
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
So, I think you can choose this option to get him to make it into some armour for you. Yeah. So, I actually don't need that. Yeah, I've already claimed that.
I can make whatever you wish
yeah,
for a wee little bit more
you
than
have that Ankheg. And that gives me a little bit of gold. And I think that's all I want from here, because I have enough arrows to go for the moment. Let's just pay a quick visit to Officer Vi. Get a bit more cash. Where is she? There she is.
with ease.
Can I assist you?
Yep. You can give me 250 gold, please. Right. And let's go back to the gate. Oh, didn't get waylaid. That's a novelty. Right. So, since I've not explored the city, I will have to do this the old-fashioned way. And actually just navigate through the city. And on the way I may bump into Aldeth, Sasha Star's brother, who has a... oh, because he's in this central section. And he has a very good
It will be done.
set of armour. And an exceptionally good +2 crossbow. So my thief got absolutely spanked by him because he couldn't hit a thing with his arrows and didn't have enough in melee to counter his attack. So I am going to try and aggro him anyway, because I have a potion of fire breath. But with a bit of luck, I won't actually need that. Here he is! Yep. Yeah, but he was murdering druids. What did you expect me to do? So, don't want to get too far from him, because he'll just batter me with I'm not going to say anything yet, because we know how well that turns out. So he's using a +1 Morning Star there. Hey! Excellent. So I'll grab the plate mail because it's quite valuable. And those are fairly decent little weapons I can sell. And it only cost me 6 hit points. Goodness me. Right, before I do the quest
Well, I never.
for Scar, I actually want to have a chat with this young lady, because we have a guy called Ragefast who has kind of kidnapped a nymph, and I would like that nymph to give me some of her hair so I can make it into a cloak, which will prove to be very useful to me in the final part of the game. Yes, I will seek this dastardly person out and give him the what for, as they say. Right, so he lives in this little section of town here. And you have to bust your way in. So, well, in the previous video series, here's his house. I actually just killed him, even though I managed to talk him down and into releasing the nymph without violence. I will actually not kill him this time, I don't think. Right, so that's locked. Well, not for long, hopefully. Can I bash it? Yes. So I'm gonna... You know, nymph is a beautiful creature of the wilds, and I'm a ranger, so I don't approve of this kind of thing. Release her immediately.
Destiny or no, I'm not long for this place.
Yeah, she has a very annoying voice. Yeah, I'm no bandit. You're bloody hypocrite. Yes. If you love someone, set them free. The great philosopher Sting wrote a song about that. Yes. Let her go. So there's that lock of hair. He does have some armor class 7 braces and a little traveller's robe and a few things like that. I'm not going to raid his.
Not a problem.
I will just leave him alone and walk away with the lock of hair and the experience points. So at this point, it's probably a good idea for me to go back to Sorcerer's Sundries. And very quickly,
Not a problem.
get them to make this robe for me.
With ease.
Okay, be careful with your dialogue option. Oh, yeah, because he's a not exactly telling you its true worth. So, oh no, I'm not going to sell it. Oh, I'll give you a 100 gold if you're going to give me a very nice cloak. And here is where he, just screws you anyway. Oh, yes. Yeah, I already have one. Yeah, it's only partially charged, you bugger. But that's fine, because I may not be able to afford to sell it now, but if you sell it and buy it back fully charged, a little bit like the trick you do with the necklace, it puts it back to like 100 charges. So I don't... probably won't get through 40 between now and the end of the game, but I can get rid of that now. Get rid of that. He probably won't take the plate armor, but I can at least get those identified, and I'll find a general store to sell everything off a little bit later. So identify me do. Very, very good heavy crossbow. I think easily the best you'll find in the game, and a nice Morning Star +1. So what will you take off my hands? Oh, you will take the armour. Good chunk of money for that, and that, and that. Tar very much. If you have someone who uses flails or Morning Stars, that is a very nice little weapon. You can get them. It's not actually terribly expensive either. And so I'm not sure I want to really be spending any money on those. And oh yeah, and I get very, very nice charisma. So maybe even a little bit more of a discount on those arrows of detonation. But I possibly won't. So I can maybe buy 6. So 30 of them. So that's half the stock for about 7k. Or 6.5k. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. We'll earn a little bit more money by doing Scar's little job for him.
It will be done.
And we will get those arrows of detonation a little bit later. So, yeah, excellent. We are in good shape for now. All this means is that I will take us to the next bit of the city we need to go to, and we will save.
One is not forced to
Oh, another one.
their father.
Yes, okay. Bloody interfering harp has been talking about me behind my back again. Okay then, so we will need to go into the Iron Throne a little bit later. And they have this very large building here. And we'll lay waste to that all in good time. But what we want to do is investigate not the Merchants League, but the Seven Suns, which is this building here. And I will save that for the beginning of the next video, because I don't want to make this too long. And hopefully we might even get our final level in the next video. So, welcome to Baldur's Gate, and I hope you at least got some few hints of what you might want to buy in all the wonderful shops, and get a hint as to where you can boost your dexterity. There is actually another mage tower in the top end of the city, which is quite interesting to fight your way through, and there is a tome in there as well that'll boost your intelligence. So even though intelligence is not exactly one of my primary stats, I may want to go grab it anyway. So we will save that little adventure for next time, and I shall thank you for your attention and for watching, and hope you enjoyed at least some of what we were doing, and I will see you for episode 7. Ta-ta for now.